Hello everyone, it's Nigerian Mindset and I'm Dr. Nana Akaeze. My friends, this is our episode 8 of the marriage series, okay? I know it's been a little while, okay? And you may not be seeing my videos as often as it used to be because I'm doing a lot of new stuff right now. But whenever you see it and watch, you are going to learn something. That I can assure you. One thing we must know is that for life to be interesting, includes being creative. You need to be creative. And you don't need money to do that. Just engage your mind with positive thinking and have a dream to work towards something, you know. I know some people might be saying, I don't have money, how can I? No, you don't need money to keep your life engaged, because the future belongs to those individuals who believe in life and dreams. So you just cannot allow things to fall on you, pillar and post. No, because the future belongs to those individuals who believe in life and dreams. One step at a time. That I can tell you. You have to be realistic in when you are making decisions, when you are planning towards something. You need to be realistic about your goals. So if you are someone who believes in life and dream, when your spirit will be, your spirit will be excited, ready to take on any challenges that you may not even foresee coming. Okay? So we need to keep ourselves busy with something new every time. If you know me, there's no dulling in my calendar. That I can tell you. That doesn't mean everything is all right, but I just don't keep myself in thinking about something that will be depressing me. We don't need to do that as humans. So I'm encouraging you today to snap out of that and start having, positive thinking. So in our last episode of the marriage series, we discussed tolerance and patience. If you go back to my YouTube video, you see episode 7. So we talked about marriage series episode 7, which was tolerance and patience in a marriage relationship. Of course, for any marriage to survive through difficulties, we need patience and we need tolerance. Okay, that's a fact. So today I will be speaking on a topic I titled Embracing Your New Life. Meaning embracing your new life in your marriage. How do you embrace something that is new? Your new status. Generally, to embrace something that is new, is to welcome it with open arms. If you are going into something new, like a marriage relationship we are talking about, is something new. So you need to embrace it with open hands, okay? Hold it close and accept it, because it's not the same thing. Things are going to change. Embrace it wholeheartedly, which of course, in your home, as you go into it's a new life entirely. And I think you should be excited about that. At least this time you get to make your own decision on how you want things to be done, right? This is where it all starts from, okay? So whether you're already in an existing marriage, from time to time, you need to reevaluate things and see how you can make it better. And if you are going into a marriage, this is the right time for you to now rearrange your life, because this is a new life we are going to start living. So marriage, to me, you should not see a marriage as a noun, but as a verb. Marriage is a verb. It's not just a noun. Okay? Now, what is a noun? A noun is a word that is used to describe an action. a place, or a thing, you know, like that. That's a noun. Why verb shows the actual action in display. Okay, so that's why you should not see a marriage as a noun but as a verb. So discussing marriage now, the way to embrace your new life is not just to say I am a married person, I'm a married woman, or I'm a married man. That's just a noun. Take it into action. Okay, whether you are a man or you are a woman, you need to embrace it by showing action. You need to put it into action. You don't need to tell someone that you are married, because you're already doing what you're expected to do as a married man or as a married woman. Some of the things you were doing before as a single man or as a single woman, you will no longer be able to do it. Of course, you don't need to say it to anyone. They will know that, oh, this man has changed or this woman has changed. Showing that action by what you do reveals that you are embracing your new life, your new status. It's important. It gives your partner some comfort, okay? Because boyfriend and girlfriend is different from husband and a wife. I know in Nigeria we don't do living lovers. That one is not common in our culture. It's either you are married or you are not. So if you are married, the best thing is to embrace it and start to do what you're supposed to do as married couples. Those little actions will be shaping your ideas and the part of the man or the woman, forming it into a union. That's how you maintain your union. That's how you form it. Even as small as holding your partner's hand outside, in public, holding your partner's hand. When me and my husband is walking, it's either he's holding my hand or I'm holding his hand, because I'm not ashamed to do that. Neither will he be ashamed to do that. You are telling your partner that you are proud of them by that little thing that you do. Okay, you are telling them you are not ashamed of them. You are not shy about holding his hands in the public. And that is building that bond. Because it's not about them, it's about you and your home. So today's lesson is about embracing your new life, or maintaining your existing marriage, or thinking about even the union itself. You need to start your marriage or reinvent your marriage on a solid ground. My mother told me that what is good need prayers, and what is not good need prayers. As simple as those words sound, it goes a long way in anything you are going into or going through. Because I came to realize that what she said to me, she was damn right. She was very correct. So as a couple in a marriage, what is good need prayers, and what is not good need prayers. You should hold prayers as number one in your marriage. Number two in your marriage is prayers. Number three is prayers. Number four is prayers. Again, number five is prayers. Okay? It's critical to holding your marriage together. It's very, very important. Because you might think that it's okay, you are now married. No, it's not okay for some people. Okay? Some people might just see the way you walk and it becomes an issue for them. So, oh, because he is married now, or because she is married now, she's doing this, she's doing that, or he's doing. You need prayers in your marriage. Listen, as a man in a marriage union, please note, your wife should be seen as a pillar holding you up like this. As a woman in a marriage, every man should know that your wife is your pillar holding you up, and that's how it should be. Because as a woman in a marriage, it's your home. You need to hold your husband up like that. So your husband, as you hold him up, you are up. He's not going to look down on you. And for men, you need to know that your women, your wives are very, very important. You have to be able to agree with one another, with your partner. in order to translate that into leadership role outside your home. If you cannot maintain your home, how well will you now maintain outside? You know, some bad leaders outside, you'll see them. If you look at their home, they are in disarray. So for you to be a good leader, first start from home. There are so many international leaders, and they are behaving one kind. If you look at their home, nothing, no. So that's why it's very important that you see your wife and your husband as your partner, as your confidant. You need to be able to discuss issues with your wife. And when you are going into a marriage union, you need to have an active mindset. For people who are just going into marriage, you need an active mindset. That is critical. In fact, there are so many things in the world that will be constantly weighing someone down. You don't need to focus on that. You need to focus on the little ones that will lift you up. Do you want to focus on that thing that will be weighing your spirit down? You don't need that. You need things that will lift your spirit up. In a marriage, that's how it starts. You need communication. You need to go into a marriage and know that all things are not going to be rosy all the time. So when you have that mindset, you are able to manage situation when it comes into play. When situation come or arise, you will know that you are already expecting that something like this will happen. So you need to open up communication with your partner. One thing that is very critical to help marriages survive and sustain is for both couples to understand that going into a marriage does not mean that everything is going to be okay at all times. That doesn't work. Okay? It's not every time that everything will be okay. And that's okay. And that creates the bonds between you and your husband. That's why you need prayers. That's why you need communication. That's why you need respect for one another. I remember my dad those days, waking up and trying to start his car. And if he answers in the village, not many people have cars. So when you start your car, you just answer like that. That means it's a good one. Then you are able to take your car or your wife to wherever you want to go. But if your car starts starting like, that's a problem now. You know that the day is not going to be good. So you need to start your marriage on a solid ground. Okay? You need to make rules for your marriage. Where there is no rule, there cannot be order. All right? Both partners need to have a healthy home. For you to have that, you need rules and regulations that will govern your marriage. What you ignore, you empower. What you will not take tomorrow, don't take it today. So you just need to tell your partner how you want it to be. That's not saying that whatever you say is going to be. No. You and your partner, because you have relationship and you want your home to be solid, then there will be communication. Then you people will talk about whatever it is, then find a common ground. So communication is very important. What you will not take tomorrow, don't start taking it today. Because if you ignore it, you have empowered that. And that's how the home is going to be. And then you start to have issues. So I encourage man and woman to have communication as you go into a marriage, or you are thinking about it, or you are already in a marriage. If your marriage is having issues, please discuss it. As a woman, know that you are the pillar of your home. Okay? You need to discuss with your husband. And your husband, you need to know that you need to talk to your wife. It's not okay, that something is happening in a home. I know in our Nigerian society, the next thing is to call pastor or imam. They are not the solution to your problems. Okay? That one will come into play after you have discussed with your wife and your husband. The first thing is not to start calling pastors, a third party, into your problem. No. You as a man and you as a woman need to come together and find out what is it that is going on. Then you will discuss it. and pray about it. And later, if you think you need to invite that man of God or that woman of God or that malam, then you are free to do that. But that is not the first place of call. Husband and wife need to be able to understand each other and do things right the way it's supposed to be. And if you are still having issues, then you can invite a third party. Now let me tell you a little story, okay? When I got married to my husband, okay, within the first 3 months, at least we were able to go to England from Nigeria. And me, I'm an excited person, you know. I don't know how to do small then as a young girl. In the airport, I was very excited. I just got married. I would jump up, I would jump down, I would sit down, I would stand up. My husband called me. I said, babe. I said, yes. He said, come, sit down. And I sat down and he told me, he said, you are now married. You know you cannot be doing that. I said, what? He said, you cannot just be sitting down anyhow like that. You need to sit down normally. Sit down quite, you know, just sit down. If you want to sit down, you walk, you sit down. When my husband told me that all this plenty excitement that I was having, that we are together, and the whole thing, it just looked like as if they poured cold water on me. I just sat down. Then he told me, he said, that's not how it works. You're not married. So that worked. I took it. And it helped me. Okay, so you need to be able to speak to your partner. And you need to be able to correct your partner. Also, on my own husband's side, when I got married to him, he will watch TV. He watched TV too much. You see this dashike they wear in Nigeria, like the malam clothes. He wear it, jalabia. He put 2 remote, one here, one here. He'll be watching TV and be turning it. I said, you cannot be doing that too. If this is how you were doing it before, we cannot. I need attention. We need to discuss. My husband hid and he listened to me. So as simple as those things are, they hurt. So you need to start your marriage in a discussing way. You need to discuss. You need to start it on a solid ground. Don't ignore what you will not like, because it can only go worse. So note, one important gift for a marriage is attention. Your partners, we need attention. I'll be able to listen to my husband. If he's going to call me like 1 million times a day, I will listen to him. I will listen to him. And if I'm calling him too, he will listen to me. So we need to listen to one another as partners. And that's how we help ourselves grow in our marriage relationship. I hope I have spoken to someone today. Thank you all for watching. Okay? Please join me next time. My website, as always, is standingbyyourdream.com. I have another one, youreducationyourvoice.com, nigerianmindset.com, and also I have Dr. Nana Akaeze's kitchen.com. Hi, Kuko. You can watch all my videos in all those websites that I talked about. You can also listen to us on anywhere you get your podcasts, okay? And I will see you soon. Please stay safe and keep staying healthy.